This was the first commercial event we'd ever done at the Sets Pool, and there's been a lot of events here over the years, and just none of it felt commercial to me. The whole thing just felt organic, and it felt like exactly what we should be doing at the right time. This whole thing was a referral from Mari Gingery. Lynn called us up on our personal cell phones. I couldn't even believe it. Lynn Hill calling me on my phone. I thought it was like a friend playing a joke on us or something.
And so there was a moment where I was like, Mari, I know this is weird, but are we talking about Lynn Hill? And she said, oh, yeah, we are.
She approached us about our pretty traditional 2-day movement-focused climbing clinic, and absolutely we want to be involved with Lynn Hill, but our sort of specialty in the climbing world is community and culture. And I was like, hey, Lynn, the climbing clinic sounds cool, but I think we can do a little more than that. Why don't you let me put together a little proposal, and maybe we do this 3-day camp out thing, and we do gourmet meals and yoga for sunrise and massage therapists in the evening, and then Saturday night, let's throw a big party and see how many old schoolers and stone masters we can get out here to the Sets Pool. And man, what a magical weekend, highlight of my 20-year guide career. The Lynn Hill experience it was amazing all the way around.
I've gotten a lot of great feedback today too, working on improving my climbing. It's been great.
From start to finish, it was just a really special thing. We brought 13 strangers together with somebody that was absolutely their idol. And Lynn was incredibly available, generous with herself, with her time, and made sure that every single person there got lots of attention and felt like she was completely accessible the entire weekend. And I thought that was just amazing.
Groveling for shade on your back lawn.
This community lost Robert Fonda this last spring, who was kind of an integral part of the community, and his memorial service just happened to fall on the same weekend that we were doing this event, and there was a boatload of old school badasses here in town, and we said, hey, you guys want to come on out and have a little fiesta at our house with Lynn Hill and the gang? And just look who turned up.
We essentially had a Stone Masters reunion in the Sets Pool yard, and as a career climber and somebody who's really interested in climbing culture and climbing history and climbing lore, some of the greats of the great were in my front yard. And as somebody who really loves throwing good parties, that was a really special party that I'll never forget.
Awesome. This is my amazing wife, Saber Purdy. My name is Setsa Harris. I think most of you guys know us. We are so honored that everyone is here. This is one of the most magical nights I can remember in Joshua Tree, and probably well over a decade. And honestly, the last time I saw this grouping of people, any even semblance of anywhere close to this grouping of people, was at Todd Gordon's house in about 2000.
People were at my house then, so.
A lot of what's here tonight is not what's missing, but what's great about the climbing community. And people coming into the world of climbing need to know the history and literally rub shoulders with some of the history that I'm from. And people here that came tonight, all of you guys, so many to mention, they're my brothers and sisters. And we grew up together, and it's such a great community, such a great place to come back to. It's one of the special places in the world for me, and where I really fell in love with climbing.
It's not a mid-hill slideshow at the Sets Pool,
We crossed the desert by moonlight, leaving our families behind. The last cheap gas was over that.
As far as highlights for me for the weekend, watching Lynn Hill float 512 in that leopard costume was pretty incredible for sure.
We climbed and we climbed. Cool mountain air in the thin atmosphere welcomed us west with the smell of pines. Oh, out west.
We had Sonia with us this weekend, and she's a deaf climber and fierce advocate for the deaf community. I think we would all have to say that one of the highlights of the weekend was the, for lack of a better term, naming ceremony, the deaf name sign naming ceremony. And Lynn and Seth and I all got name signs from her, and they're pretty perfect.
Mexican cowboy stood under the glow of the exit sign. That motor we smoked by the streetlight set my mind feeling fine. At that drunken backyard barbecue, mariachi in 3/4 time. Whoa, out west, everything is forgiven. Whoa, out west, north, south, or however it was that you came here.
That was the shot, dude.